So here we go. Another RV production. Or this is B. B. V? I don't know. This B Venus. So what happened, right? Okay. What do we got here? We got the hive traps, beetle traps still over there. I don't think it's caught any bees. I haven't really looked. I got my cake knife over here that I used to cut between the cross frames of the cross framed honey, so that I could put frames in here. So this is just one hive, even though it's split. What is it? Maybe a fifth of the bees are in and comb is in here. Maybe even less than a fifth. One slight one. I didn't look at it because I was focusing on more on safety and whatnot. For me, whenever I'm dealing with bees, animals, whatever, I'm thinking of my safety first and their safety second, and then my plans, my alternate plans, and things like that. Main thing I had problem with this is, do I like to do my bees without my gloves on? Yes. Do I like to do my bees without my any special clothing on? Yes. And did I? Yes. Without any special clothing. I don't have any special clothing right now, except my hat, my bug hat. I don't know if it's been mentioned, but I think it might have been in one of the videos. It's a green hat. It might have shown up in one of the videos. I think so. Anyways, I didn't use that. I took what I did, I opened it up, took my AP May feeders off, like 3 or 4 of them. Put them over here, put them over there, put one over here that was empty. They're all in there because it seals off the top. If I open this lid, there's no bees. I'm almost like 99% sure, maybe even more than 99% sure, 99 point something percent sure that there's no bees in the top of this. And that's one of the things I like about AP May. You can I could even take the lids off of the feeders for the AP May. But then if you open up the feeder and there's none that's empty, and bees fly, I could explain it at a different time. It's kind of complicated. So anyways, I didn't complete the whole job. Why? Safety for me. If it's not safe for me, it's not safe for them. And the fact that I don't have the good wear for my bee, good clothing for the bees that I like to have available, it's very uncomfortable for me. It's kind of like being at a buffet and told you can't go get food. You can have food, but you can't get it, and nobody can serve it to you. It's like, then what's the use, right? In a way, what's the use that I did this? What's the use? Why would I do this? Why would I cut through the comb? I killed at least one bee. I know I cut it in half. I was going just a little too fast. I think I took about probably 3 to 5 minutes to cut all the way across the hive. I was like going like this, and then going on the downstroke. And I was trying to go out. Next time I'm going to just do that, or just go straight across, because going up and down, this is a cake knife. It's got serrated edges, cut the bee right in half. And I just wasn't thinking. It's also experience. I haven't done that before. First cake knife I've used I bought this for this. for this. Well, not for this job, but for a job like this. And it worked fine. It's just me, my technique. I need to refine my technique. So, yeah, I pulled out a nearly full frame of comb, put it in there, put the mostly empty frame that was on the outside of these frames. The last 3 or 4 had almost nothing except the one that I'm mentioning. So I put that on the outside of that, and then I put the next frame with the cross frame on the next frame there, and then I'm gonna just keep filling it up, and then it's gonna be a day by day thing. I might not do a video again for bees, at least for the status of this hive, unless something major happens. I might not do a status for bees until wow, there's bees just hanging out right there. Both sides are open now. I have both holes open. I want them to start flying at night. Anyways, I've never seen that one drone bee or whatever right there is so big. I saw one yesterday like that. Anyways, this is way more level than this. Although this is pretty level also. This is way closer to level. And it's not perfect, and I want it better, but it's good enough for now. There we go, one good old Walmart special. It's supposed to have 2 levels on there, but it just had 1, so I just used it like that. It's a special level though. I'll show what it's for if you don't recognize it in a different video, probably. I'm planning to anyways. So yeah, I put those 2. Well, it pretty much made 1 frame. The one frame with the lot more comb was quite a bit of honey and a lot of bees. I wouldn't say it was a full frame, but I'd consider it probably at least pushing 50% full. So 50% full to 100%, well, 50% full to maybe 60-70% full. But again, the combs are not the right way. So my status compared to my first time I tried to do bees, first time here at Venus, French Venus, how do I feel? How do I feel like I'm making less progress? I'm at about a month or month and a half, maybe 2 months, I forget exactly, into compared to whenever I first started the first time. I started like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, something like that, somewhere around there, between a month and 2 months. And now I have a package hive that's, I'd say it's easily a nook. I'd say it's easily a nook. A really full nook. Maybe even more than a nook. Quite possibly, because all the side combs, the last frames over there with this, I didn't set this, if you know, Queen Defender has slots for each frame. And the first ones, I'm pretty sure I put all in slots. The first 5 or so, 4 or 5. And I don't think they did much cross comb, but usually I monitor my hives more often and don't let cross comb happen. Usually I'm altering my frames, cutting wax before it develops side frames, all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, one of the nice things about this is that frame in there is the Apime frame. It's the Queen Defender 2. It's actually more than that to me. Even though it's got side comb, which is not great, It's better than no comb, but it's got the 2 AP May frames that's getting full with comb, which I really like. I don't want to add foundation to AP May. And then, not at this time. I don't see you use it ever, maybe, but anyways. So, and then it's got the my micro hive. It's got one of the frames from the micro hive too. I'm really hyped about that. I want to get combed AP. I want to make this thing take me to at least 6. I want to at least match or better my very first time at doing bees, where I was really attending to the bees. And that's going from one nook, one really good nook, to 6 boxes. 6 deep, 10 frame boxes. That's my goal. My goal and my plans, I expect to usually be to keep all my bottom boxes, all 10 frames, usually, all with AP May feeders on the top, or at least one AP May feeder on the top. AP May bottom, the AP May top also, and for winter, I prefer to have two deep boxes. Even here, northern Arizona, it's only considered supposedly grow zone 7B. Oh, B. Oh, there's 7B. Oh no, there's no bees no more. They're not coming out of there. I mean, I was down there talking about the ducks this whole time, and getting the phone, since that was the last thing I did was when I was here last. So, yeah, I've got extra AP May comb getting drawn out. Plus, I have another frame of AP May, 2 frames of Queen Defender AP May. Whenever I say one frame, it's one frame joined as 2. Or 2 is joined as 1. Whatever you want to say. Anyways, so I got at least 4 started AP May frames with comb. I am so excited. I think it's possible I might end up with hopefully 10 hives. I'm really shooting for at least 6. I should easily, with Queen Defender, I should easily be able to push 6. If I'm just pushing out 2 splits in here, or just getting wild queens or whatever, 2 at a time, two hives at a time. Great. But that's also why the safety thing is also why I am not doing the other hive first. The other hive, they're less intimidating and aggressive than they used to be. A lot less, I guess. I'll leave that there. I was going to cut that off, but I guess I'll let that be a life tree monument or something. I don't know. That branch is laying on the ground. I don't know how it broke off like that. I don't remember breaking it. Maybe it's one of the times I was running around the tree. Or it's when I trimmed that one. That looks like a hell of a tree, doesn't it? It's going to stay, though. I'm going to make it look nicer. Pretty cool. So, yeah, the reason why I didn't do the other hive first, this hive is less critical. To me, they're both critical because I want to get flying with bees. I should, by now, hopefully be considering doing a split already if I had my bees in my hives in prime condition, but they're not. They're not. Cross frame to me is not acceptable. I eliminate cross frame comb as soon as I can. I would be doing the other hive right now if I wasn't just a little bit less nervous about how safe those bees are. How safe these bees are, that's not the thing so much. It's more that I didn't bring my smoker. I really don't like to smoke unless I have to. I didn't bring my smoker. I don't have the choice of possibly having the suit. I'd bring the suit if I was to be really prepared and whatnot, and do this hive all today. I would have brought my suit up here, set it on the side, my gloves on the side, my smoker on the side. Maybe smoke it once, a little bit, but I try and avoid altercations with my things, my plants, my bees, my animals, my whatever. I try and avoid altercations, and whenever I'm wearing a suit, that means there's altercations. That means something's not going quite right. Something's not quite so happy, and or something's not ideal, and that's some way it is. Needs to be sometimes. I'm just gonna need to wear my suit. A bee is flying around. They're usually not up this early very much. They're not very much right now, but they're up more than a little bit than usual. There's one. See it on the end of the pallet there. So yeah, this I don't feel like this is urgent to do. Either way, safety, or it has to be done right now. And plus that I don't have the safety, it's like, plus there's so much cross comb. I'm just like, just let them. I started at a good hour. I could even do it now if I wanted to, but I don't want to get it halfway through a damn hive relocation of these bees and be like, oh, I'm stuck now. I'd rather do it one frame, see how they recover today and tomorrow, see how this acts. I'm a novice at doing this part, Usually I, boom, do it all at one time, and without the backup suit, it's like, that's a factor, It's like, I really don't want to do this without a backup suit at least available. It's like, and now it's like, But anyways, I saw some capped comb in there in the bees, and I'm just so happy how it's working. The thing I really consider with this, so what is the thing? I don't like to push something too far. And if I were to do this, it would be out of my comfort zone. And if it's out of my comfort zone, it's dangerous for me, it's dangerous for the bees, either or both. And it is both. No, don't do it. I mean, I didn't feel like I was being stung or gonna definitely be stung or anything doing this. And although I killed at least one bee, I feel like losses were minimal. And it's okay. I can recover from one bee whenever I get this hive working as one, combing the right way, taking care of itself the right ways. And it mostly is already all that, except the frames aren't over there. and the comb is crossed, I can make up one bee in hours. Hours. Easily. Easily. Or we can. We be able to. How funny am I? This does need a little tape along the bottom side because my boxes are not in the greatest condition. I don't know if I'm ever going to buy plastic. I think I will. Apime is just the best. Plastic hives. I'm going to make a sheath to go over this with ventilation. See the ventilation right there? And exits, all the exits. So that this can be covered with like the insulation bubble stuff, like for RVs and stuff like that. Insulation like bubble wrap. Put it all over this, so this will last a long time. It'll last longer than this, and I don't know. You can make those sheaths, the winter sheaths. For those, I've seen people make those kind of things or have those kind of things, and that's fine and everything. But I don't know. The moisture still can get into the wood. The moisture still. I don't care how well you paint your stuff. The moisture can still get into the wood. I don't believe there's a way to paint it well enough to where moisture can't get into the wood. A lot of bees trying to get on the back side of the box over there. Wow, this is a bit of a long video. It's all the way on the end over there. Anyways, I'm really hyped about this. I'm really happy this is going so well. Can't wait to get my bee outfit so that I can have it as a backup. I believe this in a lot of who I am, not just doing French Venus. It's trying to go around the back side, that bee. It'll learn. It'll learn where the front side is. It must know. It must have been inside already, or somebody told it that, hey, you go around, you can get inside there. You've been inside there or something. Oh, bee was coming out of this door now. Yeah, I opened that door last night anyways, early in the day. So I'm really happy. The bees right now are gathering on both entrances. Really nice. Actually, more right now in that entrance than the other side, even though there's way less frames on this side of the hive. But the hive is getting really strong. I'm really happy. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a video of the whole thing done. I might bring the smoker up just to smoke it once to get them way down there. And whenever I cut with my cake knife, I'm just going to cut straight across because no way. I don't want to be dealing with more dead bees than I need. And I don't need a single dead bee. So if you want to subscribe, hey, there you can be the second subscriber. It's maybe that there's a trend or something like that. It's kind of, I don't know. And then you can email me, or you can call me if you wanted to. If you got my email, writingvenus@gmail.com. You could go fund me. Information on that is down in the description. It's all great. I am so happy. Which am I more happy about, this or the duck situation that I'm resolving? It's really a hard choice. Bees were my first wife here at the farm, at the French. Bees were my favorite wife and all that. Not my favorite, but they were my first wife here at French Venus. And I've always had them ever since day one and before day one. And I love ducks a lot, and I'm going to stay with ducks. But turkeys are my favorite. Turkeys are my favorite. If you have turkeys and you want to have other awesome breeds of turkeys that I might be interested in, I'd like to hear about it. I'd like to hear about the possibilities of getting them, but I just don't have the space. I'm not going to have the space till later this year or next year to really be doing comfortably more types of birds than I'm already doing. Anyways, yep, that's where we're going.